PE, but we do have events in our gym also. So we kind of show
the gym is the one place where we can fit everyone in the building
everyone
in time.
Yeah. Okay. So on May the 5th, Tuesday, May 5th, we will be having a virtual Rising Sixth Grade Parent Night. We will be on Zoom at 6:30. So we will be sending more information out to your parents about joining us. At that time, you'll be able to meet our principal, our assistant principals. We will be there also. And you'll learn a little bit more about the ins and outs of what goes on in our school. And your parents can have a lot of time to ask questions also to our principal. So you'll get more information as that comes. Okay. Now we're at the point we can start answering our questions.
There was one question Ms. Winter had was about watches. So you said something about the cell phones, but we know now with the Apple Watches. How does that work?
Ooh.
That's a great question.
It is.
No one has given specific instructions about whether you could have them or not. I think I may have seen a couple of students that have them. It hasn't been an issue that I know of, but I assure you that if it becomes an issue, I'm sure that some rules and some boundaries will be put in place to address that.
So the biggest thing is that we want you to come to school to learn and not be distracted in any way. So if you do have an Apple Watch or a smart watch or things like that, I suggest that you don't wear those to school.
Yeah, the other thing you want to be mindful of is, let's say you take it off for gym or someone wants to see it really quick. You don't want a situation where you lose it or it's taken and, those are expensive. And so things of value, I'd just be cautious about bringing those to school. I know sometimes you need your cell phones to be in contact with your parents after school, but as much as possible, if you can leave it at home, that's probably your safest bet.
Yes, just to piggyback off of that, like she said, anything that's expensive, even your cell phones. I know some of you trust your friends and you want to give them your cell phone for the day or something like that. We've had a lot of situations where some friends are not actually your friends. So you have to be careful with that. And you can't trust everybody with your belongings, especially the ones that your parents are paying for. So you want to make sure that you keep up with your cell phone when you bring it to school. iPads and all the other extra things need to stay at home because we don't want any incidents where you lose them or somebody may take them from you because we won't be responsible for those items once they're gone. Okay?
I see a question. There's going to be an after-school program. In middle school, you do not have an ASP or after-school program. Now, the Boys and Girls Club, there's two in the area, I think one in Austell and one in Mableton. They do have programs where they will pick sixth graders up from school and take them to the Boys and Girls program. And I don't think they close until around 7. But we can provide more information later, links or information, phone numbers for you to get in touch with them. But that would be the closest thing to an after-school program. But the school in and of itself does not provide that anywhere in Cobb County for middle school.
Okay. I also see a question about, is there an enrichment class? We do have enrichment Wednesdays that we're going to start. So that is something that you will have every Wednesday, where there be some students may need a little bit more help in math or reading. They may have an enrichment class for math and science. Every teacher in the school will teach an enrichment class on enrichment Wednesdays. So the subjects are going to be set by our principal and assistant principals as we decide, which classes are needed. But it will be done every Wednesday. So everyone will have somewhere to go on Wednesdays. And usually that'll be a longer, abbreviated schedule because that Wednesday is going to take that morning part up. Somebody said, what is PBIS? Want to explain that for Ms. Walker?
So PBIS stands for Positive Behavior Intervention and Support. Used in many schools throughout Cobb County at elementary, middle, and the high school level. And basically, each school comes up with a way that they are going to address behavior in a positive way. So for us, when you follow our Falcon 5, when you're respectful, responsible, positive, present, and show scholarly behavior, you're rewarded for that. So we give what's called PBIS points. We use a computer app system. There's even an app that students can download. Teachers usually will pull up the computer part of it on the screen, and students know how many points they have. Those points, they can buy things. So it may be things from the PBIS store, snacks, school supplies, slime, things that kids like, but also sometimes kids use it for different privileges that they might not have otherwise. Maybe they buy a homework pass, or, maybe they buy, 15 minutes to use their phone. They came up with lots of different creative things that you could use your PBIS points for. But it's basically, just remember the positive behavior part. So we want to encourage positive behaviors, and we want to reinforce positive behaviors in our school. So you'll see signs all around. You'll see signs in your classroom for what positive behavior looks like in all of these different settings. The cafeteria, the learning commons, the hallways, the bathrooms, the buses. So we make it very clear, but that's the quick 2-minute sum what PBIS is. But you'll learn a lot more once you start school in the fall.
Okay, I see a lot of questions about sports. What we have. Now, actually, our middle schools are not actually part of the Cobb County Sports Program, but we do have them through community efforts. Our students usually try out for sports through our Pebblebrook Falcon family. So the coaches will bring over information about that during the school year. So we do have basketball. We have, for girls and boys, basketball. We have football. We have soccer. We have cheerleading. And Ms. Walker, am I missing anything as far as sports? I know they have a community track.
Right. I think you covered it.
Okay, so these are the things that are through the school, but they'll give you information at school, but we don't actually practice at school. Usually they'll have a lot of practices at Pebblebrook. Okay, what clubs do we have? Ms. Walker, do you want to elaborate on that one?
Well, it varies from year to year. And once you get to school, if there's a club that you're interested in that we don't have, you could always talk to a teacher about being a sponsor for that club, and they could possibly get it started. In the past, I think we've had a math club, an art club, chess, robotics club. Am I missing anything, Ms. Bear?
I think it depends on the teachers.
Oh, also one for the boys, like
it was
Gentlemen Falcons.
There was a gentleman's club.
Yeah, we didn't have it last year, but we had it the year before last. So, but the sky is the limit. So if there's something maybe that you had at your elementary school that we don't have, or you have a new interest and you'd like a club for that, it's as simple as letting one of your teachers know, hey, I'm interested in this. Would you mind sponsoring me? Or, asking several teachers, and we could always look at getting that club started.
And let me tell, we do have a media club. So our media club is the ones that are responsible for doing our news in the morning. We do broadcast our news in the classroom. So you'll go in front of the cameras and give the morning news for the school and the morning announcements. So that's another club that you can sign up for. So basically, you just need to listen out on the announcements, and they'll make announcements for that. And then you'll be able to sign up for those things. Somebody said, was it Laura said, chess club, please. So hopefully a teacher that will do a chess club for us next school year. So Ms. Hare, those are all the questions that I see. Is there any more questions that someone else wants to pop in?
Have any other questions? If you think of something later, you can always email it to me or to your teacher. They can get it to me, and we can get it from Ms. Bear, Ms. Walker, and get it answered for you if you can't, if it comes to you later. Or till the parent night that's on.
Yes.
On that parent night in May, you guys can have that, you can save that question for then as well.
Yes.
Yep, you can.
Oh, there's everybody. Hey, guys.
Can you see everybody? I stopped
You
my
can see everybody now. We miss you guys.
I see the gallery view.
Yeah.
We miss you
We cannot
so
wait
much.
to see you all next year.
We're so excited to get to meet you. We appreciate you today.
One more question. Jordan wants to know, what time do we leave school? That is a
Question.
Jordan, because we do start school at 9:15, but guess what? We end school at 4:15. So we go a little bit later. So I see y'all falling out. You're going to be okay. I promise you'll be okay of this. I'm sorry. I'm getting excited. You will be fine. But if the later you go to school, the little bit later you have to stay to get all those subjects in.
Mm-hmm.
So, yep. You have to
you don't technically go to school longer than any other level. You start the latest, so you end the latest.
Yeah, Laura says still 7 hours. So correct.
So you get to sleep in a little bit.
Yes.
Laura, what's your son's name? I see that he's trying to ask questions.
Do I need to unmute her?
Yeah, unmute her.
Yeah, because I was talking to her. I think it's her name.
Maxwell. Okay.
It's Maxwell, and he wants chess club. Yeah.
Okay, Maxwell, you want the chess club? And yes, you still have those 7 hours, honey. So you have to get a teacher that'll probably know how to play chess, and we'll have a chess club next school year. So hopefully that'll happen.
Any
Ms. Andrea and Ms. Walker, I did want to share with you that this is my 3rd year here at Clay, and I would say this is by far the best group of 5th graders that we're going to be sending you as these rising 6th graders. We're so sad we didn't get to finish this year with them, but I know they're going to do an awesome job for you. So I wanted to give a shout out to all these great kids and these great families we're sending you.
Yes.
Oh,
we're so excited.
Yeah,
They are.
Yeah, good.
They are wonderful and well prepared because of their 5th grade teachers, right, guys?
All right. We really appreciate you all coming on and talking to us today, too. I know this has been hard. It's been hard on everybody. Really, but we're really excited to see you all next school year. And keep your heads up. Please do all your work and make sure that you're prepared for next school year. And get some rest. And don't get so stressed out, okay? As much as you can. Use some self-care as much as you can, okay?
All right. And then I recorded this, so I'll send it to the 5th grade teachers and you can share it with the rest of your students.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you guys for coming.
This was fun. Y'all have a
Thanks for
good
having us.
day.
Later. Love you guys.